Let's do it, man. Clout Magazine, your boy Prince Jaheem, man, with the legend. Too Short, man. Coming live from East Oakland right now. Yeah, we at the rec center right here, man. Kicking it with the legend, man. Short, what it do, man? How you doing, man?
Chilling, baby. Just
Chilling, man.
back out here on the east side, man. You know, out here making some music, enjoying the new sound, the new Bay Area sound. I like what's going on. It's a a lot of press going down about the hyphy movement, but when you're in the Bay, it's a lot of different sounds and flavors going on out here, and I just like that from my days until right now, it's always been so creative, man. It's like a lot of different things going on in the Bay with the DJing and everything from dancing to all the different rap styles and whatnot, and producers. It's live out here.
That's what's up. So what you can tell the viewers how'd you got in the game? It's been a long time. You inspired a lot of artists. When did you start off? When did you first hit TV, or when did you first get in it?
Well, the initial Too Short story is, I was about 14 years old. It was, rap had just really hit, man. It was, the early days, Sugar Hill Records and, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five and the Sugar Hill Gang, the first stuff that ever came out rap music in the record stores. And I said I could do it. I knew I could do it. And, I just moved to Oakland. I grew up in LA. I just moved out to Oakland. I was 14, and I just, I was loving the environment around me, and it was, it just made me want to rap about, everything I was seeing. So, that's pretty much how I just pumped myself up to say I could do it. I looked around, started rapping about what I saw, and it just, one thing led to another. My homeboy Freddie B used to rap with me, and he felt like we could get out here and make some money off of it. And we started approaching all the neighborhood guys that used to hang out on the corners or whatever. And next thing you know, that was our job, selling tapes. And it's just, from there, it's just been one thing after the other. But I really feel like as long as I've been making records and all the platinums and major labels and tours, I think that that whole little street experience of going around and just really handing it to the people and really being up close and personal with the streets of Oakland. That's really the foundation of Too Short.
That's what's up. So I work with a lot of artists. I talk to a lot of people. And why do you think your name always comes up? Like, no matter what, I'm like, who are you inspired by? No matter what, your name always comes up. And to these people who have fans, who have their own following, how does that make you feel? Do you get that respect when they come around? Do they treat you like that? Or?
Well, I really, man, I knew that when I was doing it at the time, I knew that nobody was doing it. I knew that I felt like I had spent a lot of my elementary school and middle school years in music classes. And I felt like I knew music. And I also was the kind of person who, as a child, I bought records. I was in a record store buying whatever the hit record on the radio was. I felt like if it was a hit and everybody liked it, I always wanted to have the record. Secretly, I was poisoning myself to be a DJ. That wasn't really like something that I was extremely passionate about vocally, but I thought I should grow up to be something like some kind of on-air personality or something on the radio. And I just like music a lot. So when it came time to channel all this energy into rap music, I mean, that was my foundation. I knew the music, I knew what sounded good, I knew how to make it, and it just came to be. And I think that in the early days of me making records, in 1985, 86, 7, 8, everything I did before Jive kind of set the tone for the way the Bay Area hip hop scene was gonna come to be. You get a little money together, you go to the studio, you get you and some homies that know how to make music, you make it, you press it up, you take it to the record store, they sell it, you get the money, you keep doing it, you do shows, and you just do it. And I think that you do it without ever saying, somebody give me a deal. I'm going to New York, I'm going to LA to try to sign with Capitol or RCA Records or somebody. Yeah, you just do it. And you learn out here that you can eat like that, and then if it's time to go major, the majors, they come get you. They know who to holler at. And a lot of people out here, man, don't even want to go major sometimes, and they offer you that $200,000 deal, $100,000 deal. You're like, man, I made $100,000 on my last album. I don't know what I want to give you.
So what year was the year where you got your first deal or first contract, or what was the company that you got your first major TV contract?
I think what changed my life for the better, where it was just, I was just on that path to success, was was probably when I dropped Freaky Tales. That would have been the summer of '87, and we were independent. We had been independent for a few years, and it was just a song, Freaky Tales, and an album, Born to Mac, that we could not, no matter how much money we made, how much we had, how much we did, how early we got up, how much hustling we did, we could not press up enough of those records to sell fast enough.
Wow.
To sell to the people. They just, every time we pressed up a batch, you'd have to wait a week or two to get them pressed, and then we give them to the distributor in the record stores, and they sell them in 7 days, and we got to wait 2 weeks. Like we didn't have the machine for that, so it was a no-brainer to actually do the deal with Jive Records. Jive was really into, like, you know, hip hop. They were doing Fresh Prince. They had KRS-One. You know, it was they had Houdini and Kool Moe Dee, and those were like the hottest rappers. You know, like Def Jam's always been there, and you know, other labels have always had a good presence in hip hop, like Tommy Boy and labels like that back in the day. But Jive was
on the forefront.
Yeah, we could tell, and then on top of that, they came to us. They were like, man, we've been watching the Bay. You know, the Bay is hot. They signed Spice One, and you know, they signed the Hieroglyphics. They really were like into. They signed Pooh Man and Ant Banks, E40. Don't make me like E40. Come on now, but you know, they came out here and they got down, and really, it's just that was about the turning point in my life. You know, that whole Freaky Tales. I think we sold that album for about 6 months before Jive called. We did the deal February '88, and they re-released Born to Mac, and probably they, on top of the who knows how many thousands I sold, they probably sold another couple 100,000 at that time. It might be at 1 million sold now, 900,000, 1 million sold now, but the next year, I'm on the major label, and Freaky Tales is all over the country. You know, no videos, no commercials, no posters, no magazine ads, no nothing. Just a rapper named Too Short out there, album cover, and some songs. And I dropped Life is Too Short, and I just, you know, the foundation of everything I did in the streets of Oakland, everything we did with the independent record sales, everything we did with Born to Mac and Freaky Tales. When that Life is Too Short hit, that was the first time I ever attempted to make a commercial single. Wow. Radio play, you know, video, and it's just been, you know the rest of the story from there.
Yeah, that's what's up. And for all those who know about the old school, what was it when you was on Rap City?
Yeah.
And then Fat Five Freddy came.
Yo MTV Raps.
Yo MTV Raps. Yeah. Fat Five Freddy came out here.
Yeah.
And you guys, you know, chopped it up and did that, and that was really inspiring. I mean, for me, watching it as a kid, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because there wasn't too many guys out here, you know. Period. So like, basically, you are the man, and it's a trip seeing the charts and listening to music and watching people who come in from the '80s and are still there. Your name always comes up. Do you get that a lot?
Well, you know, I mean, I think I'm cheap because.
Why is that short?
Because I hang with the youngsters, man. I really like, and it ain't like I'm running around trying to ghost ride the whip and go stupid and doors open and all that. But I mean, I stay in tune with the youngsters because I feel like, you know, even like the young ladies, man, they know what's gonna be the next hit. They know the sound. So when I go to the clubs, you know, I'm just listening. I'm in there, you know, trying to catch a little cutie or whatever. But at the same time, I'm a student. I'm supposed to be the OG. You know, I'm supposed to be the one who knows everything. But at the same time, every day I'm in school trying to learn what this hip hop is. You know, I don't think you ever master hip hop. You can't like put it in a box and say this is hip hop. So every day you got something new happening. A new scene coming out of some new area in the country, like the hyphy movement, like the snap movement. It's the hyphy is just another spinoff of what goes on in the Bay. It's so much here, so many flavors, but you know the hyphy
finally got a turn, basically.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So,
okay.
I mean, the snap movement in Atlanta was there long before you had Lean With It, Rock With It, songs like that. They had been doing that over in their neighborhood, making records just for them. They sound, they liked it. It was cool with them. Now the whole world likes it. So you know, it's just I just try to stay in tune. I knew about that long before it came to the surface, and I liked it long before it came to the surface. And I feel the same way about Sneak and Fab and everything that's going on out here. Long before the media called and said, "Hey, we like what's going on in the Bay," I knew all about it, and I just, I used to hang out in Mingles and just catch the vibe. And I was like,
so
man,
keep your ear to the streets, basically, and that's really important to your success, is what you're saying, basically.
No doubt, and not just that, but actually staying in tune, in touch with your own fans, the people who bought your albums and say, I'm waiting on your next album. Like, what's on your mind? What's up? Talk to me. They'll tell you what about Too Short they like the best, which songs they like the best, what time they saw you that they felt you was the flyest. Like, you kind of get a feel like, okay, because I really think that if you're an artist, you're painting a picture. So each album, each song, each time you step before the public, you just paint, you drawing another drawing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really you gotta step back and look at what you're doing. You can't just all the time be like, oh, it's me. I'm me. You gotta actually step outside of yourself and say, what am I painting? What kind of picture am I painting? So I'm always aware of how I'm presenting Too Short, and I do that when I'm working and when I'm not working.
Okay.